Hey guys, and welcome to my channel and to this video. Today we will be painting another painting from a Fall Misty Fall series, and for today I will be using this Aquarell Classic from Gerstaecker. This is a slightly larger paper, 24 by 30 centimeters. That's something like 10 by 12 inches. And also I'll be using my watercolors, black and ultramarine. For the brushes, I will be using this larger brush, mop brush, one little bit smaller mop brush, and also one smaller round brush. I will write down in the description box all the supplies I'm using, and also with the links, my affiliate link for the Amazon store, where I put all the supplies I do like to use and I do recommend. I'm starting off with my sketch, and the sketch will be available for download from my website, so there is a link down in the description box. You can follow the link, download the sketch for yourself, trace it, and just join in, even though it is quite simple sketch, so if you like, you can also give it a try yourself. After finishing with sketch, I pre-wetted the entire paper and then just mixed a little bit of black and also some ultramarine, just a touch of ultramarine to add a little bit of that bluish to my black, but that's definitely your preference. You don't have to do that. And now I was just testing how dark my paint is. I do want it to be very, very light for the sky. As you can see in the finished painting, it's a very, very light wash. Also, one thing I wanted to tell you is that you can definitely use any color you like. You don't have to use black. You can use indigo, you can use blue, you can use red, you can use yellow, brown, whatever color you like here for this painting, that would be fine. I do love using my black because that one has a little, you know, when it's granulating, and also when it dries, it has a little bit of something brownish in it, beige in it. So I do love how it dries. You can see it on the finished painting. So that is the point for this color. If you have any granulating color, that would be awesome. You might not get the same result as I do by using some color that is not granulating, so don't be frustrated if that does happen to you. If you don't have that sort of bleed and that sort of texture with your color, just maybe test your colors, see which one are granulating, which one you like when they dry, and just choose that color for this painting. I started with the sky and just added a little light wash to the sky, and also with my brush picked up some of the paint here and there, rinse it and pick up the paint just to create that foggy feeling in the distance. And also then with a little bit more of the paint, I've added few tap-ins with my brush and just again creating that fog. I'm not painting one straight line, I'm just tapping in with my brush just to create again that mystical, misty feeling. And the part nearest to us is gonna be the darkest because that is definitely nearest to us, so we can see that part. And the further away we go in the distance, the fog will be stronger and we will see less and less, and the colors will be also lighter and more muted and more transparent. So just also keep that in mind when you're adding your colors. Make the ones on the lowest part of the paper, the part of the painting that is nearest to us, darker, and further away quite lighter. I'm painting wet on wet, so all the time just use that technique. It will make it easier for you because the colors will bleed and create that again mist, create the fog. So just don't paint on a dry paper because you will get harsh lines, and that's not what we want here. We want soft lines and we want soft transitions, and we do want that color to bleed. This is now the perfect painting to let your watercolors do their thing and to bleed. Just again few tap-ins, and since my paper is still wet, it is bleeding into my paints and it just is mixing all together on the paper. I left it to dry completely, and now I'm just moving on to painting the building. Again, exactly the same colors. I'm using black and a little bit of ultramarine to paint in the buildings, and this time the lower part of the building is not going to have a harsh line. I'm leaving it again soft transition just to make it look like there is some fog in front of that building also. Now using a smaller brush also, because I do want to do a little bit more of the details. So if you have a brush with a pointy tip, you can use also that brush. If not, just use a detail brush to paint in the details. I'm trying my best to be precise, but that's not something that you have to do. You don't have to be exactly and super precise. Just try to keep within the lines of the sketch, and that will be fine. You know, as I said, even though if some parts are not visible of the edge, that's fine, because we are creating fog and mist here, so all the borders, all the edges don't have to be visible. And for the building, I'm not using very dark colors. If you compare the values between those on my buildings and those that are nearest to us, you will notice that those on the buildings are lighter. So just keep it lighter. Keep it somewhere in the same range as the part of the ground that is visible just nearest to the building. So that is how we will also create the impression of the distance. Don't try to make those edges very dark. It will just look like it's standing somewhere, nowhere. And those lines on my tower, I did not also paint in full. As you can see, I did paint them a little bit more on the left side and a little bit less visible on the right side, just leaving some spots wider and some a little bit darker, because I do wanted to make it look like there is some, again, light falling on them. So some of the parts are visible, some are less visible, and some are also in the shadow, but also maybe there is some fog there, mist, so they're not completely visible. At the end, I decided to do a couple of birds. That's definitely optional. If you want to, you can do it. If not, that is your preference. And with that, I'll be finishing off this painting and this video. I hope you guys like it. I hope you like this series. I guess everything are ending up to be monochrome. That wasn't my plan, but it just came naturally, so I hope you're enjoying that. And if you do like this video, please do hit the like button, share it, comment. Please do comment, just say anything, what you like, what you don't like, just give it heart or whatever. Your comments will definitely help to improve my ranking in YouTube algorithm, and also just help this video get to a wider audience. I would definitely appreciate that a lot. And also, if you would subscribe to my channel, that would also be awesome. If you are not still subscribed, there are over 300 tutorials there, so you can find definitely something for yourself. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!